Hello, and welcome to our journey. Imagine a map of the world. Now, picture each country as a page in a vast book. This book is history, and it's filled with incredible tales. There are stories of mighty empires, brave heroes, and groundbreaking discoveries. We'll travel through time from the ancient past to the present day. Get ready to explore the amazing history of every country in the world. It's a big adventure with so much to see. Our planet is bursting with different cultures and traditions. Each country has its own unique story. Some stories are happy, some are sad, and some are full of adventure. But they are all important. They tell us who we are and how we got here. So, are you ready to begin? Let's open the book and start reading. Our journey begins in a region often called the cradle of civilization. The Middle East and North Africa gave birth to writing, agriculture, and some of the earliest cities. Picture the mighty empires of Sumer and Babylon. They rose in Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. These civilizations flourished, inventing law codes and magnificent ziggurats. Further west, along the Nile River, rose another mighty civilization, ancient Egypt. The pharaohs ruled with absolute power. They built colossal pyramids and temples, leaving behind a legacy of art and engineering. Across the region, powerful empires rose and fell. These included the Persians, Greeks, and Romans. Each left their mark on the land and its people. Then came the rise of Islam in the 7th century AD. From the Arabian Peninsula, the Islamic Caliphate spread rapidly. They stretched from Spain to India, fostering a golden age of scholarship and art. Centuries later, the Ottoman Empire dominated much of the region. This vast empire connected 3 continents. In the 20th century, the Ottoman Empire dissolved. This gave rise to the modern countries we know today. From Morocco to Iran, each nation now writes its own chapter in this ever-unfolding story. Our journey now takes us north to the continent of Europe. Here, the story is one of powerful empires, revolutionary ideas, and periods of both great darkness and incredible progress. Imagine the might of the Roman Empire. At its peak, it stretched from the British Isles to the Middle East. It brought law, order, and impressive engineering feats to its vast territories. After the fall of Rome, Europe entered the Middle Ages. This was a time of knights, castles, and the Catholic Church's growing influence. But amidst the turmoil, seeds of change were being sown. The Renaissance, a period of great artistic and intellectual flourishing, began in Italy. It spread across Europe, challenging old ways of thinking. Then came the age of exploration. European explorers set sail across the globe, discovering new lands and reshaping the world map. This era also saw the rise of powerful nations like Spain, Portugal, France, and England. However, these voyages led to the tragedy of colonialism. European powers sought to control resources and people across the globe. The 18th century brought the Enlightenment, a period of revolutionary ideas. Thinkers emphasized reason, individual liberty, and democratic principles. These ideas ignited revolutions in America and France, forever changing the course of history. The 20th century was a time of both great conflict and remarkable progress. 2 world wars ravaged the continent, leaving scars that remain to this day. But from the ashes of war rose a dream of unity. This led to the formation of the European Union, a testament to the enduring human spirit. We turn our attention now to the vast and diverse continent of Asia. Here, ancient civilizations blossomed, empires rose and fell, and the winds of change continue to shape the destinies of billions. Imagine the grandeur of ancient China. The dynasties of emperors ruled for millennia. They left behind the Great Wall, a testament to their power and ingenuity. Chinese inventions like paper and gunpowder transformed the world. In the Indian subcontinent, civilizations thrived along the Indus River Valley thousands of years ago. Later, the Mauryan and Gupta empires spread knowledge, art, and powerful religions like Buddhism and Hinduism. These faiths spread far beyond India's borders. Across the plains of Persia, powerful empires like the Achaemenids and Sassanids flourished. They built magnificent cities and connected vast regions through trade and cultural exchange. Further east, Japan developed its own unique culture. The island nation saw the rise of powerful samurai warriors and the elegance of the imperial court. However, the 19th and 20th centuries brought new challenges. European powers colonized much of Asia, exploiting its resources and people. But from these struggles for independence arose modern nations like India, Pakistan, and Indonesia. Today, Asia is a continent on the rise. Its economies are booming, and its cultures continue to captivate the world. The Section 5 New Worlds, Enduring Legacies, the Americas. Our journey now takes us across the Atlantic to the Americas. This vast landmass, once unknown to much of the world, holds stories of ancient civilizations, colonial encounters, and the enduring quest for freedom. Long before the arrival of Europeans, sophisticated civilizations flourished in the Americas. In Mesoamerica, the Maya built stunning cities and developed a complex understanding of astronomy. The Aztecs, known for their powerful empire and impressive engineering, ruled central Mexico. High in the Andes Mountains, the Inca created a vast empire connected by roads and impressive stonework. Their legacy can still be seen in places like Machu Picchu. However, the arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1492 marked a turning point. The New World, as it came to be called, was forever changed by European exploration and colonization. Spain, Portugal, England, France, and other European powers established colonies in the Americas. They sought wealth, land, and resources. The transatlantic slave trade brought millions of Africans to the Americas against their will. This horrific practice left a dark stain on history. However, the desire for freedom eventually ignited revolutions. In 1776, the 13 colonies declared independence from Great Britain, birthing the United States of America. This revolution inspired other movements for independence across Latin America. Today, the Americas are a tapestry of cultures, languages, and histories. From Canada to Argentina, each nation grapples with its past while striving for a brighter future. Section 6. Africa, a continent awakens. Our journey now takes us to the continent of Africa, a land of incredible diversity, ancient history, and a promising future. Africa is often called the cradle of humankind. It is where our earliest ancestors first walked the earth. The continent is home to a wealth of ancient kingdoms and empires. In East Africa, the Kingdom of Aksum flourished. It was a major center of trade connecting Africa to the Roman Empire and beyond. West Africa saw the rise of powerful empires like Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. These empires grew wealthy through the gold-salt trade, fostering centers of learning and Islamic scholarship like Timbuktu. Southern Africa was home to the great Zimbabwe civilization. This culture is known for its impressive stone structures and complex social organization. However, the arrival of Europeans in the 15th century marked a dark period in Africa's history. The transatlantic slave trade devastated communities and economies. European powers colonized much of the continent, exploiting its resources and people. But even in the face of such adversity, the spirit of resistance never died. The 20th century saw a wave of independence movements sweep across Africa. Leaders like Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana and Nelson Mandela in South Africa fought tirelessly for freedom and equality. Today, Africa is a continent on the rise. Its nations are asserting themselves on the world stage, rich in potential and brimming with hope for the future. Section 7. Oceania and the Arctic, between ice and ocean. Our journey concludes in the vast expanse of Oceania and the icy landscapes of the Arctic. These regions, often overlooked, hold stories of ancient cultures, unique environments, and the challenges of a changing world. Imagine the Pacific Ocean dotted with thousands of islands. This is Oceania, home to a remarkable diversity of cultures and languages. The indigenous peoples of Australia, for example, have lived in harmony with their land for over 65,000 years. Their stories, passed down through generations, provide a profound connection to the past. Across the Pacific Islands, Polynesian navigators sailed the vast ocean using only the stars, currents, and their deep knowledge of nature. They settled islands like Hawaii, New Zealand, and Easter Island, creating vibrant cultures. In the Arctic, indigenous communities like the Inuit, Sami, and Yupik people adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. They thrived by hunting, fishing, and relying on their deep understanding of the land and ice. However, the arrival of Europeans brought significant changes. Colonization disrupted traditional ways of life, and the legacy of those encounters continues to shape these regions today. Today, Oceania and the Arctic face new challenges. Climate change threatens traditional ways of life and fragile ecosystems. Rising sea levels endanger island communities. Section 8, our shared narrative. And so our whirlwind tour of world history comes to an end. We've journeyed from the ancient civilizations of the Middle East to the rise of empires in Europe and Asia. We've explored the Americas, Africa, and the remote corners of Oceania and the Arctic. What have we learned? Perhaps the most important lesson is that history is not just a collection of names and dates in a dusty book. It is a living, breathing tapestry woven from the struggles, triumphs, and dreams of countless individuals. Every country has its own unique story to tell. These stories are interconnected, reminding us that we are all part of a shared human narrative. As we look to the future, it's crucial to remember the lessons of the past. For the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. So let us strive to build a future where peace, understanding, and cooperation prevail. Let us write a new chapter in the human story, one filled with hope, progress, and the enduring spirit of our shared humanity.